never make excuses, and most importantly, have fun. This year's recipient is much like Tyler in many ways. He lives life fully and does not make excuses. When I requested comments about this young man, every teacher I spoke with smiled and agreed that he's the ideal person to be honored and acknowledged for his character and his accomplishments. Math teacher Miss McGarr says he's really blossomed and totally matured this year. Mrs. Encero describes him as a quiet, thoughtful, deep thinker. Mrs. Coombs sees two sides. First is the responsible, motivated, serious student who gets down to business. Then there's this creative sense of humor that he has, which allows him to be one of the few students that actually gets her jokes. His mother, when I spoke with her, was very eager to share some of his story of his growing up. He was born with a leg deformity requiring amputation at 7 months old. This never stopped him and never even slowed him down. He was able to adjust his prosthesis and enjoy lots of things, including bike riding, soccer, and karate. Mom reports that he never says, "I can't do it," except when it comes to his chores. His older sister shares his creative sense of humor. When people would inquire about what happened to her brother's leg, she would make up wild stories about how she ran over him with the car or how he'd fallen while mowing the lawn. He enjoyed these stories and started creating some of his own, like how he was bitten by a shark. Mr. Reynolds, his PE teacher, learned very quickly that this young man always saw the humorous side to life, and you could never count him out of any activity. After he was attempting to jump a hurdle during the track and field unit, he watched his prosthetic leg fly off to the side. He laughed along with his friends, popped it back on, and kept going. He does not make excuses, and he always finds a way to make things work. Matt Coogan kind of summed it up when he said, "He's a pretty, consistently awesome guy," and we all agree. Please join Tyler, Susie, and the rest of the Marsh staff in honoring this year's most inspirational student, Joseph Michael Vivalacqua. I want to let you know that Joseph's name will be put on this perpetual plaque that hangs in the Marsh Junior High office, and it will be up there for eternity.